Hi everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome to my channel Divine Direction. In this video we are going to be looking at the messages for the next 3 months, so from July to September, for the sign of Libra, my fellow sign. So Libra, I'm getting a couple of things, or picking up a couple of things already in the spread. So this card, the Choose Love card, it says, let your love become a powerful force for change. And I really love that because they were making me feel that this is going to be not only your love for another, this is like your self-love, your love for yourself, and just your love and your light being a powerful force for change, which is really amazing. I believe it was the last reading that I did for us was talking about how powerful we are and wearing our crowns, right? We do have the release card, and to me, I read the image. So when I see lightning, to me that's speaking about our power and letting our power out, right? So in this case, I'm feeling that our power is our love and our light, and how we use it to help others. With this card, I just feel like this woman, she's the leader. She is bringing these other birds together, and they're different species of birds. So she's bringing them all together. She's being that leader for them. And I really love that. I really do. I feel that, oh, don't make me cry. They're saying that our energy, our light, our love helps inspire others to be themselves and to share their light and love, which really, that gives me the feels. I love that because what I was kind of feeling in this reading was actually, I feel that we might be meeting some people that are very different from us. And they're saying in a very good way. So I'll talk about the relationship a little bit, but what they were showing me is they were having me focus on the sign for Aries. Okay, on this card, and Aries is our opposite sign, right? So that's going to come up in the relationship part of the reading, but I'm also feeling that for they're saying like companionship, camaraderie, for those people who are going to be drawn to us, whether they're our soul tribe, whether they're people that we are helping. They're going to be very different from us, and that is going to be so beneficial for everyone, they're saying, for us, for the world, where now people are starting to feel that they can be themselves as we open up to this, and as we all spread our light and our love, spread awareness. We had the awareness card at the top of the deck. Spreading awareness. I really love that. I've noticed in my conversations lately, even it's so funny because I've been doing online dating, and the conversations that I have with some of the guys, like we're not talking about really relationships at all, but I've had a couple of guys talk to me about things that maybe they've been insecure about themselves, and I just felt like, oh, we had this conversation for a reason, because I really want to encourage them to just be true to themselves, because that's the message that I have been learning about me, and I just feel so good trying to encourage them to pursue whatever passions that they are excited about, or things that they've had in their head that they felt like they've been wanting to do, but even parts of themselves that they have felt that they maybe needed to hide or were embarrassed about. And I'm just like, you know what? If somebody is meant for you, if friends are meant for you, that nobody's gonna care. They're gonna be happy for you and understanding, right? So I just love that. And what they're making me feel with that example is that people are gonna be drawn to you. The people who need you are going to be drawn to you. And it might not necessarily be that it's through, they're saying that would be your life purpose in a way, but say if you're a healer, and they're saying it, many of you are, if you're a healer, it might not necessarily be in a professional capacity either. Like you will be, but so say you have your practice, but you might even just run into someone at a barbecue or something and have a conversation with them and be that light. Yeah. The positive affirmations card, to me, it looks like she's opening up her hands, like she's allowing that light from her heart center out. And I also love that it's on the positive affirmations card, because some of our work, and they're saying it's just giving someone that the positive affirmation that who they are is okay. And I'm finding that we all really just need to hear that, right? It feels good to hear that. In fact, I've noticed with my readings, if one of my headlines was talking and videos is talking about us being perfect just the way we are, they do the best, because we need to hear that. It's the truth. We're all perfect the way that we are. So we shouldn't fear letting that out. And I'm feeling with us, I'm sorry, I'm including myself. They want me to include myself in this because I am a Libra. That, okay, they're saying we might not feel that we're taking action on this journey yet. Like towards, maybe we know we're going to be a healer, or we kind of have an idea of what we're doing, but we don't feel that we're there yet. And they're saying, honey, everyday conversations are healings. They're gonna make me cry. Again, they want me to go back again to the July reading that I did for us. Okay? We're more powerful. Now I know why this card came out. We're more powerful than we know. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like she's touching the water and there's a ripple. The ripple effect. And they're saying, keyword Jenna, touching. She's gently touching it. You can make big ripples or waves with just the most gentle touch. In this case, it could be, again, that positive affirmation, encouraging. And they're saying even just our vibrations can help. Like, I don't know about you guys, if you have animals, through this journey, especially like the later parts of it, like the last few months, my cat, she is not a lovey-dovey cat. She does not cuddle. We rescued her from a barn when she was 6 weeks old. She has never been that cuddly girl. And we joke that her cuddling is, if you're sitting here, she's sitting like over here. That's her version of cuddling. And she's obsessed with my mom. Absolutely obsessed. But I've noticed lately, not all the time, but sometimes she comes and she sits right in front of my chair when I'm sitting there. And it's like she goes out of her way to do so. And my guides are saying, you know, she's attracted to your energy and your light. And I just think that's so funny. Because it's me, right? And we might think that, you might think that about yourself, where it's like, well, it's just me. But they're saying, again, not realizing how powerful as human beings we can be. That even just being around our energy, that gentle energy, calming, is so beneficial. But they're saying, well, think about it the other way, Jenna, because you love being around her and you love being around animals, because animals have, often that calming effect on us, right? So just think about how powerful an interaction with an animal can be. The same thing can be with a human. whether you're having a conversation with them and giving them those positive affirmations, or even just being in the same room. That's power. They're saying that is power, and you have no idea, and I don't. I have no idea fully what they mean by that, but they're saying you don't have to know, okay? We don't have to know, right? So I kind of had to laugh when the guardian angel card came up because, I mean, it does say you are not alone, and that's always a reminder. But when I see a feather, especially a white one, that is my sign that you need to lighten up, girly. So they're saying yes, okay. Yes, if we know where we want to go or we have an idea, we want to get out there and we want to help people. Like to me, I just want to kind of like get out there. All right, it's time. I'm feeling it. It's time. I need to go do this and that. I want to get on with this journey. I want to get towards my life purpose. Let's do this. Let's do this. And they're saying, whoa, slow down, Ja. Lighten up. Okay? Because our intuition is taking us where we need to go. If we are listening to our intuition, we're going to be just fine. Because again, those conversations, those interactions, those mean more than you will ever know. They're saying even, I know this is kind of a weird example, but this is what they're giving me. Even if you were out and you saw that somebody had littered and you picked it up and put it in the trash can or in the recycling bin, they're saying even that small gesture is big to us. So don't be so hard on yourself. And they're saying it's not about impressing us. And I would know because this is one thing that one of the lessons that I've been learning is it's not about impressing them, obviously. I kind of felt on my journey that I needed to do things perfectly and I had to be really careful, staying really positive and eating perfectly and doing this and doing that so that I could maybe get my divine counterpart, or so that I could go on this journey for my life path. And they're saying, no, honey. No, and they're laughing at me because they know I know that is not true anymore. But so it's not about that. But they're saying we see you so much more clearly than you ever see yourself, right? So don't worry about it. It's like lighten up and have fun with it. Whoever is meant to come in your life, whether they are, whether you are helping them just through that, or whether they're coming to you for one of your services and that you'll be offering, just trust in that, okay? Trust that the right people will be brought to you. It's so funny because while I was online dating, like, I was talking to some people and I found someone to do a reading for, and I'm like, you know what, I feel guided to do a reading. They were interested, of course, but I'm like, I feel guided to do a reading for you. So you might feel that too. Like you might just meet someone. They're showing me even running into someone in the library and having a quick conversation. They're showing me like an elderly woman. So maybe some of you do like, whether it's energy healing or I'm kind of getting something that can maybe help her with maybe like her back or something like that. Like that could be so many different things. It doesn't matter, but even just like running into someone and maybe you have a conversation with them and it comes up, maybe you intuitively feel that they would really benefit from a healing from you. They're saying trust in that, okay? Trust in your intuition and your gut. You will know. you will know, okay? So stop thinking that you're not taking any action towards your goal because you're doing it every freaking day, okay? Even if you didn't talk to someone for a whole week, that's you recharging, right? You might be recharging by having some time off of work or whatever. That's you recharging so that you can help more people later. Okay, I know they're saying let go of the need to control. I'm not feeling like full control here. This is just like, okay, let's get on with this. I know once we finally have been finishing this cycle and we've been learning our lessons, we've been having that awareness and everything like that. With me, as soon as I learn a lesson, I want to go out and tell a bunch of people. I was like, okay, let's write this down. Let's do a video. Let's do that. Let's post on Instagram. And they're saying, you don't have to rush. You don't have to rush it for you to be successful in your, they're saying in your endeavors. But you don't have to rush it, okay? Because you do not realize that you have been planting the seeds in people your whole life, okay? So that is definitely a continuation of the last message. And they're saying, well, yeah, this is July to September, Jenna, so that was a July reading. But you have been planting seeds your entire life. You have been helping people your entire life. You just may not have realized it. And I won't fully get into that because I already did that in the July reading. But they're saying, even just your friendship, okay, is healing. So they want us to lighten up on the idea of what being successful in our services, being successful with using our spiritual gifts is. So let's kind of like, letting go of maybe a certain image in our heads, okay? Because they were kind of making me feel like, when we're thinking about, okay, how is a person viewed as successful in this world? Well, they have a good job and they get a lot of money and they have a nice car and they have nice clothes and a nice house, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Success now, especially, will feel differently, right? So when you help someone or when you have a good conversation with someone, you will feel it. You will know. You might feel proud of yourself, and they're saying you should. You will feel like you're helping someone. And just as I had those minor interactions with people online, I felt good about it. Like, I didn't realize it at the time until afterwards. I'm like, oh, wow, okay, this conversation happened for a reason. So even if I didn't end up going on a date with this person, this happened for a reason. Maybe it's something that they need to hear. Maybe in some situations, definitely some of the conversations that I've had with them, it was things I needed to hear. So we were helping each other, right? Wow. Okay. So since I'm talking about dating, I'll bring this up briefly. So we have the Door to Romance card in reverse. I'm not really feeling any reason why this necessarily needs to be in reverse. This could just be potential energy coming in. We also had the Marriage card, okay? It's interesting, they're showing me the 3. The number 3. So this is the next 3 months. So some of you might actually be getting married within the next 3 months or being engaged. If you are single, you might be meeting the person that you're going to end up marrying or just having a lifelong partnership with, okay? You have the Emperor card, and again, with the Aries, right? So Aries, the opposite, our opposite sign. Some of you, this may be a relationship with an Aries, okay? This could also be just meeting someone who is, I don't want to say opposite, but I would say different than whom you're expecting, right? Than who you maybe not necessarily had in mind, but maybe you typically date. This person is different. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in looks. It could be in the way that they treat you, how they make you feel. There's so many different things that this could be. But I feel that, yeah, they make you feel good. Obviously, you wouldn't want to marry them if they didn't, but this person could be different. So, what did they say about Aries and Libra? So an Aries, they were saying, like an Aries could maybe help a Libra learn to stand up for themselves more. Right. So they bring out, not necessarily Aries, but this person will bring out parts of you that maybe you didn't realize you had, but also help you to bring them out of you. If that makes sense. So say one of us is like more organized and the other one, the other one's maybe a little more chaotic. Coming together and putting those two together to help make like a nice balance, you know? We love balance, being Libras, but maybe somebody could be more grounding in a relationship. That's just kind of the vibe I'm getting. There's like, they're not giving me specific examples for this, but I'm definitely feeling that whomever this is, who may be coming in for you, they're going to be different, opposite, you know, whatever this is, but it's going to be in a good way. It's all going to be in a good way. Same thing, if you are bringing people into your life, this could be your soul tribe. Like your soul tribe could look completely different than what you think they're going to look like. And I mean inside and out, right? So, whether one of you dresses more conservatively, like the preppy look or whatever you want to call it, and another one is maybe more gothic, you know, like that's kind of the example that they're giving me. Like we don't have to be the same. They're saying we don't have to blend in. It's not like high school where all the skaters hang out and all the goth kids hang out and all the preppy kids hang out, like, you know, like a movie, like, okay, so they're showing me the Breakfast Club, right? So how all of them kind of come together and they kind of form a friendship, right? They're all different. And that, they're like, that's the way it should be. You don't have to all be the same. You don't all have to have the same views in life. You don't all have to have the same necessarily goals. Some of them will, right? So even okay. So different friends can bring out different sides of you, right? And different things in you. Where if you have a friend that's maybe a little more bold and you're shy, they might help bring that out of you, okay? If you have a friend who is they're saying more analytical, maybe you can help bring out the creative side in them. Helping to inspire each other and motivate each other, but also just like embracing each other as who they are and who you are. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And how another person is can inspire us, right? they're showing me that even watching like another tarot reader online and them having like a sassy attitude and how I love that, and maybe that can come out of me, right? Or if someone is a little more, again, a little more chaotic, whether it's in their thoughts or they're like a go, go, go person, and meeting someone who is a little more peace and serenity, calm person, that can be a really good match because you're helping each other, right? We all have strengths and weaknesses, and they're saying it's not really about that, but in a relationship, yeah, you can help bring that out of someone. Or again, if I'm feeling shy, I'm always attracted to having an extroverted friend, right? Always. It's like they find me. I don't find them, obviously, because I don't usually go searching for friends, but they find me. And they can help me feel a little more confident and comfortable to start speaking up more, which I love that, okay? So they're saying like people in our lives might be looking a little more differently, not necessarily physically, of course. Okay, but even they're showing me like even people coming up in your life that that may do things that you've always wanted to do or trying. They're showing me, so if somebody maybe wanted to go vegan, they're showing me meeting someone who is vegan, but I'm kind of seeing someone with like a lot of fruits and vegetables. So maybe they're like raw vegan or that sort of thing. They could be a dietitian or that, you know, it could be anything. Even meeting someone who is a personal trainer, you know, if there's different things that you wanted to do in your life or try in your life, these people are going to come into your life, honey, they're saying. So get ready for that in a good way. And they're saying, so they're bringing my attention to the card that says, take the helm. Be in control of your own ship, okay? They're saying, Jenna girl here wants to get more fit. And I do. Like, I think I take decent care of myself, but I want to go to the next level. And they're saying, this is what this is about, Jenna. Going to the next level. So if I want to maybe get a personal trainer or start working out or having like a workout buddy, even, they're saying ask us and we will help guide you towards them. If it's money that you need to get a personal trainer, we will send them, or we will send it to you. But in some cases, you might just meet a friend where you can just work out with them and maybe they have more knowledge, right? And it's not like you're using them because you're friends and something that you have. So they're saying, like in my case, maybe I meet someone who is really into spirituality, but they haven't really dived into it yet, and I can help them with my spiritual readings and that sort of thing, right? So there is going to be mutual benefit, which they're saying like we don't have to really focus on that, but these friendships that are coming in and these relationships that are coming in are going to be, they're saying, mutually beneficial in many different ways, in different ways that we could ever really know. They're saying even relationships that we've had in our past have helped us. We just might not have felt like they have. So they might have helped us through lessons. What I'm seeing moving forward is obviously I'm like seeing like more bright, vibrant colors. So they're kind of making me feel like this is going to be a very, very positive thing. We do have the Remain Positive card, and it is very vibrant. But even just thinking, okay, well, okay, all right, let's do this. I think it was last night or the night before. I was on my dating app, and my ex messaged me. So he's a narcissist, and I haven't talked to him since 2017, after we broke up, and he dumped me. So anyways, he messaged me, not realizing it was me. I've lost a lot of weight since then. But anyway, so I was just like, do you know who this is? And then he was asking if we could date again. And I just kind of, you know, I took the opportunity to be really nice about it, but I said, you know what? I want to thank you for dumping me, because that was the best thing you could ever do for me, because he was the person, he was the catalyst that put me on this journey, because I thought, you know, something needs to change, Jenna, because I don't want to be treated like this anymore. I deserve better. And I don't think I realized it at the time, but I just thought, like, something needs to change. That's all I thought. And after that, that's when this journey began. So, people have been beneficial to us in different ways, but coming up, these new things, okay, they want me to say that these people some people from our past may come up just for healing reasons. So being able to say that. And the funny thing was, like, I said it, and it's not that I didn't feel good about it, but I just didn't feel any closure, because he didn't understand. Being a narcissist, he's not going to understand. So they're saying, you, like, sometimes you have to be okay with not having that closure. But anyway, so you might be reflecting right now that that's the message, the overall message that's been happening throughout all of the signs. You might be reflecting right now about these different relationships. So someone might pop up in your head and you're like, oh, that person again, or that situation again. And they're like, to find that deeper meaning, right? So that might be happening. But they're saying there is a transformation. There's been a transformation within you, and there's a transformation in the people that you allow into your life, which is really important. They're showing me the Alchemist card. So that's, to me, that's all about transformations. Oh yeah. Okay, now I know what the learning card was on the bottom of the deck. We've been learning. We have been learning what we deserve, who we want in our lives, how we want to feel. So who we want in our lives, they're saying again, like, these people are going to be, like, some of them are going to be different than you would ever anticipate having friends, like, and not in a bad way. They're saying maybe you're like, Jenna, I didn't think you're cool enough to have that person as your friend. I thought that the other night. I met this guy, and he's English, and I just thought, you're too cool to talk to me, but whatever. And they're like, no, but you might think that, right? So you may be surprised at who ends up coming into your life. But there's that transformation where you know how you want to feel when you're with someone, right? So again, with the online dating thing, that's just been happening to me recently. So these are the examples that are coming up. But I've met some nice people who have similar interests as me, and I'm thinking, nah, this energy, I don't feel this energy. I'm not feeling it. And then the conversation dies. Wasn't feeling it. Whereas some people, I might think that I have nothing in common with them, and we can talk all the time about different things. Like, the conversations, again, that I'm having are crazy. Like, fun. I don't know. I should do, like, a whole different video about all my online dating ventures. But they're saying even that's changed for me, right? Who I'm allowing in my life. Whose energy do I want to be around, and whose energy I don't like your energy, or I don't like the energy of how you make me feel, so I'm moving on, okay? I'm really feeling that. But the friends that I'm feeling coming in, like, again, there's so many vibrant colors. Like, these are vibrant people who vibrate, like, around our energy, right? No energy vampires here, they're saying. I love that. Yeah, they're making me feel like, you know, maybe you meet someone who's a police officer, or who was in the army, who may be a little more structured, I guess the word is. They're saying, I don't know, meeting them and really hitting it off. That's a weird example, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, they just want me to say, like, structured. Structured. What's another way of saying that? I don't know. Structured is the word that's coming out. Okay. What else do we have here? Okay. This song keeps coming up too. They're singing the Unwritten song by Natasha Bedingfield. So moving forward in our life, they're saying like the rest is still unwritten. So we have the chance to decide which characters come into our story, right? So if we still have people in our lives, obviously, do we want to bring them into the next story? We're not moving into the next chapter. It's a whole new story, honey. And they love saying that. They're saying it's true. But are there people that you want to bring into the next story? And then who else do you want to bring in? Like, you could write this out. Maybe you want to meet someone who is also spiritually minded. Maybe you want to meet someone who you could go hiking with, or take different workshops. Maybe you're into foraging. That's what they're kind of giving me vibes of that, or homesteading. Whoever it is that you want to meet, you can ask them to help guide you towards them. You get to decide who comes into your life, who stays in your life, which I think is really beautiful, okay? Yeah, okay. And they also want me to say that when we are going through this process and shedding those layers, and also like shedding our masks and our shields, right? And being more open and vulnerable about who we are, and maybe what we have been through, that right there helps draw in those people. So I've experienced this a little bit in my own life, where me being a little bit more open, say about my more spiritual side, has brought me closer to people, where I have found that maybe they have been hiding a spiritual side too, where I can have a conversation with them about that. Or even if they did it, maybe they know someone else who does, and say, oh, well, remember this person? They're also spiritual, you guys should connect. It could be something like that, or even you could be having a conversation with someone, and someone around you who's not even in the conversation could overhear you and say, oh my gosh, are you talking about that? Yes, I am. And then you could meet somebody new from that. And they're even showing me having like a waitress or a waiter or somebody at a restaurant, bringing you your food and hearing a conversation, and then that striking up something, and then maybe you get invited to an event or something like that, or bringing your attention towards maybe, what's the word I want to use? Maybe, I can't remember what the word is, but it's like maybe there's organizations or people that need volunteers for something that you're interested in. So if you are interested in helping to save animals or the planet, save the oceans, you can find, that a certain person will come into your life and help you with that. Or, these things are going to start popping up, right? And even, they're saying, even if you might just find that organization or those volunteer opportunities or something pop up, and then you take the risk and decide to go there and meet a bunch of people who resonate with your soul, they're saying. I love that. Okay. So with this card, I feel that it's the Fortress, right? They're saying it's time to open the doors. You can open them a crack to let people in, or you can open them completely and let people in. It's up to you. They're saying we recommend opening it only slightly, because you don't want a bunch of people to come in that that aren't right for you. But they're saying, don't have those walls up. Don't be afraid to let your walls down, or open up that door, even open up a window to let someone in, okay? And they're gonna help help you shine a light on the people who are going to be right. So right for you. Stop rhyming. So again, with the vibrations, right? So even before we met people who had bad vibes, right? You know, okay, I don't really like this person and I don't have any reason not to. But then later you find out why you don't like that person. Yeah, trust those, but they're going to be so much more easier to read. The red flags are going to pop up like right away. So yeah, I think that's amazing. I really do feel that vibrant, amazing people who are going to be so, there's a thing like creative and inspirational, motivational, supportive, loving people are coming into your life, whether this is friendships, business partners, whether you end up getting married to these people, that sort of thing. They are coming. The last thing that I'm going to say, Libra, is we have the Lady card that says enjoy growth and reap rewards, okay? I know that our angels and guides, for all the work that we have been doing, we are receiving rewards and they're coming. They're showing me July, so I have heard that July is going to be, they're saying a pivotal month. But also, I'm feeling that some of these rewards are these people, these relationships. Because when it comes down to it, if we lost all of our possessions, right? If there was a tornado, this happened, there was a tornado near my house a couple of days ago. We're fine, but it happened in like a town that's really close by. And unfortunately, it hit the house and there wasn't a lot left of the portion that it hit. And the lady said, you know what, everyone's fine, and that's really all that matters. So the connections. Honestly, it's nice to have the money. It's nice to have a nice house and clothes and that sort of thing. But the connections are the most important things that we could ever have in our lives. So our self-love and love for others. Okay, so those are the best rewards that they can ever give us. They're saying there will be other rewards, but it's time for you to reap the rewards, Libra. Okay, all right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Let me know if it resonates, and I hope that you have the most amazing next 3 months. I'm really excited to see what comes in there saying and who comes in, okay? So thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Thank you.